I don't understand why this thing does that. So hi, hey everybody. I am trying a new angle in my apartment out for videos, first of all. So that's my television behind me. Speaking of television, oh, that's a good segue. I just came back from the Emmys. Yes, that's right. Pause for effect. I just went to the Emmys. So let me give you a little background on why I got to go to the Emmys, because I'm not famous and I'm not anybody's famous friend who gets to go with them. I just got to go because I'm very lucky. I have a friend who does some marketing, digital marketing for the Emmys, and they needed a team of people to help out with social media. And I spit on myself, so that's really great. Yep, I shouldn't be allowed to go anywhere. Right here. So I got to help out with the social media at the Emmys tonight, which is kind of insanity. I was on a team of 12 people overall to cover the whole thing. There's a lot going on. I primarily did Instagram, and that was kind of fun and insane, and it was a lot of backstage shots and people in the crowd, and I kind of got to wander around pretty much everywhere but backstage. We had other people there, so I didn't get to rub elbows when people were coming off the stage, but everywhere else, rubbed lots of elbows. I have footage from around it, so I'm gonna share that later in the video, but first I'll do my little haul. Keep looking over my shoulder, that's probably not good. That's not good. This is my second video attempt ever. So here's some of my haul from what I got. This is an Emmys program, just very official and exciting, and lists a bunch of names. They were just sitting around, so I got one of those. Ooh, very exciting. This is my official Emmys. Oh, the lighting's shitty now. I don't know what I did wrong. Oh, there's because my screen went to sleep. My official Emmys ticket. I sat in FF. Oh, is that upside down? That's upside down. FF 115. Not a glamorous seat. FF is kind of further back to the side. Not the most. But you know what? I was still there. Don't care. They came around at the end and gave us some free M&Ms. So thank you, M&Ms. I haven't eaten you yet, but it was very sweet that at the end in the press room they gave us M&Ms. And then this is what my purse is full of right now. It's going to be just almonds and things that fall out. This is what you take when you go to the Emmys. Hairspray, little hairspray. Just literally loose almonds in my lap right now. Oh, I don't like how this shot looks. Yeah, here we go. I got some really exciting loose almonds and a hair thing. So it's really glamorous life when you go to the, oh god, there's just almonds everywhere now. There's just almonds everywhere. Here's what I can tell you about the weird stuff you don't know about the Emmys, maybe. I went to the rehearsal the day before. So part of the, Seth Meyers is there for the rehearsal. He's rehearsing. And some of the presenters there. So Amy Poehler was there. Billy Eichner was there. So some of the I saw some of the people actually rehearsing their parts. But then the people who are going to win and some of the presenters and people on the red carpet are not there, but they have to practice everything. So what they do is get what I assume are just production staff people to wear hilarious placards around their neck saying that they're Anna Paquin, and they have to wander around pretending to be Anna Paquin for shots. So they cut to the red carpet and some poor girl was just posing. And she's Anna Paquin for the night, which is just really funny to watch people having to take that seriously. And they actually give fake acceptance speeches when they say whoever fake wins. They practice somebody and they wander up and they give a thank you speech on the cameras just because they need to practice the timing of everything. So that's kind of weird. It's kind of interesting. So you come off the stage and you go straight to backstage and there's a fake table of Emmys. So you give the Emmy back you just got on stage because your real Emmy is on the other side of a parking lot, basically. You're not even anywhere near your Emmy. So you give your Emmy back, you go to the gift booth, you go to another video booth where you talk about things, people interview you, there's a hair and makeup touch-up if you don't look cute enough, and then you actually walk outside across a parking lot, up some stairs into a parking garage, and that's where you get your Emmy. So you actually get your Emmy in a parking garage, which is very strange. And last night, I don't know when I went, I don't know if it's last night now, when I went, one of the times when I was coming back through backstage, I ended up walking with Stephen Colbert's team across, and all Stephen Colbert's team was is it weird? We're walking through a parking garage now. Are anyone concerned about this? And so it was fine. I also felt I was accidentally with an Emmy winner and had to duck out of the way before they started actually handing out Emmys. Although maybe I could have got one. I think they're pretty serious about what your name is and who you are and show an ID. But maybe I could have stolen an Emmy. I don't know. And then you come around, you do some more interviews. There's a place called Publicist Land, and the publicist picks you up from there. So when you have a publicist, I do not, they pick you up. And then there's a bunch of different rooms you end up going into to do press. So they kind of just cart you around. And I ended up in a room where you did press for kind of the majority of the press corps. It's actually digital press. And we had a really nice front row seat. I kind of just got to like stare at everybody who won an award and got to come in there and talk. I learned that the people from Israel ask a question every single time. I don't know why. They're just very adamant. Every time somebody comes in, somebody from the Israel News Service or whatever it is asks a question. Every time a woman's in there, they ask the question, like, what are you going to eat now? Like, you weren't eating before. A lot of the women were kind of like, I rolled at that a little bit. Everybody talked about Robin Williams a lot, which you'll see on coverage, but people had a lot of interesting and thoughtful stories about Robin, people who'd worked with him or had a relationship with him. And Sarah Silverman had to do the press room right after In Memoriam happened, and I felt so bad for her because she bombed the press room. It was just like nothing was funny, everything was awkward for her. What else? It's weird. You kind of like wiggle by people, you elbow people. I elbowed and kind of almost knocked over Katherine Heigl, and we did like an awkward "I'm so sorry" moment. So that was great. Bryan Cranston and I had like a walk by each other kind of moment, and I was like, "Congratulations, thank you," and that was it. But it was kind of like, I'm brushing the shoulder of like one of the great actors. He's so amazing. That's it. And then when you walk around in between the commercial breaks, the other weird thing is it's just like, it's chaos. Like the room goes from like silent sitting to like insanity. People are like talking to each other. Everyone's like sitting on each other's laps, hugging, taking pictures, making all their plans for later. I just saw billions of people. And then at one point when I was trying to go back to where I had a seat, they were like, "No, you here." And I think they thought I was a seat filler. I don't know what they thought I was, but they're like, "Sit here." And two other seat fillers sat next to me, and then somebody came back. I could be a writer. It could have been someone on Game of Thrones for all I know. Somebody sat with me, and then we just had to awkwardly sit there, and I was kind of close to the stage. And of course, that's when Colbert won. That was right before I followed them. And so the camera panned by me, so I'm going to go research, and if I can find a clip of myself like awkwardly looking around like this, I will add that to the video. I'm kind of scared of that. That's it. I tried this like side ponytail moment. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I saw my friend Jessica Williams on the red carpet. I will insert a photo of that moment. She is amazing. I was so happy. She's the only person I like personally know who was doing the red carpet. So I ran over and gave her a big hug and then got like kind of crushed between other famous people. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. I do get this cool little Emmy badge. Look, that's me. Yeah, so that was my first, probably my only Emmys that I will ever work. But it was weird and cool, and it's just a lot of stuff you do not see on stage, on camera. Even with the backstage cams, it's even more hectic. Like that looks prettier than it really is because it's just nonsensical, honestly. But it all happened, and I am done now, and this is the longest video ever. I will find a way to edit this. I should have written a script. That's the lesson I've learned. So if you want to hear me possibly ramble without a script, or maybe someday I will write a script, you can subscribe below. I'm learning this like hand motion. Subscribe below. I have some cool new nails if you want to check those out. Like my nails, give me a like. I hate them. I'm getting bad at